أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نعم this is a sifatul mushabbah bismil fa'il. The previous lesson we talked about ismul fa'il, the name of the doer, the name of the one who performed the action. So that is Ismul File, and we said Ismul File has only one pattern, which is what? Fa'ilun, like Doribun, Jalisun, Nasirun, Katibun, Alimun, Fahimun, and so on and so forth. And we also made mention that Ismul File comes from what? All verb under the category of Fa'ala, and also mostly all verb under the category of fa'ila that are muta'addi, that are transitive. So today we are looking at asifatul mushabbaha bismil fa'il, the meaning, how to construct it, and its pattern. So let's see how it goes. Asifatul mushabbaha bismil fa'il, that is adjective. Asifa means the adjective, al-mushabbaha, that resembles bismil fa'il, that resembles ismil fa'il. So that's what we mean by sifa mushabbaha bismil fa'il. Is an adjective that looks like ismil fa'il, but is not what is not ismil fa'il. So here asmun, this sifa mushabbaha is a name mushtaq that is extracted. This is also ismun mushtaq, as I said in my previous lessons, that we have mushtaqat, which ismul fa'il is part of it, ismul maf'ul is part of it, ismul mushabbaha is part of it, ismul ala is part of it. All these things are mushtaqat. So this one also is what is one of the mushtaqat. That's why I said iyasmun is a name mushtaqun, that is extracted, that is derived from what? Min al fi'l al-thulathi al-lazim, that is derived from the three-lettered verb that is what? That is intransitive, that is lazim. Is a name derived from the intransitive three-letter verb. Lidilala ala thubut, to be referring, ala thubut, to what? To permanence. To what? To be referring to permanence. That is in the sense that the adjective must be referring to a long term something, so to something that is related to a long term. So it must be different from ismul fa'il that is related to a short term, like jalasa is sat, right? When we now say jalis means the person who sits. That person that sits down will only sit down for a short period of time. Is still going to what? Is still going to stand up. So that one is not ala thubut. That one is hudus. That one is referring to hudus. It just happened. It's still going to stop. I hope you get that. It happens within a short period of time. Jalisun, he sat down, but he's still going to what? He's still going to stand up. Ismul fine. Doribun, the one who beats, the person that is beating. Mm? So you are beating right now, you are still going to stop the beating and do another thing. So it just happened at that particular period of time. But in the case of this adjective that looks like it will find, as it will find, it must be referring to something permanent. Are you getting it? Allah thubut. That is, what the adjective is referring to must be related to a long term, something like, uh let me say, Qasir now. Qasir means someone who is short. Someone who is short is qasir, and that's an adjective. So that adjective is related to a long term, like is in a long term. Uh, we are using it to describe something that will still be existing for a long period of time, that will still be in existence forever or for a long period of time. It has two phases. That thing must be, it might be something permanent that can't change at all. Like if you are short now, you are short. Qasirun, tawilun. You are short. If you are short, you are short. If you are tall, you are tall. So that one is referring to what? To subut, to something permanent. Mm? So, and we have another one that it's not permanent though, but it is referring to something. It's going to last for a long period of time. If you are beautiful now, you might be. If you are beautiful, you are beautiful. But that beauty might not be permanent. It might not be forever. It might not be forever, but it's still going to what? It's still going to be for a long period of time. It's not the same thing with the one that will just happen within an hour or 2 hours that's going to end. That one is this one fine. But asifa mushabaha must be referring lidilala ala thubu to something permanent, must be related to a long term something. Is that taken? So let's move on to solve asifatul mushabaha. How to tackle asifatul mushabaha. So this asifa mushabaha is extracted min al-fi'li thulathi. Firstly, this is the first shartu, this is the first condition, number one condition. Is extracted from what? From three-letter verb, four-letter verb, five-letter verb, six-letter verb. Uh, does not have asifa al-mushabaha. So you can only get this file from them. They did not have asifa mushabaha. So asifa mushabaha must be gotten from what? Three-letter verb. Bisharti and yakuna, with the condition that the verb must be what? Must be lazim. This is second one. Second condition you should note. It must be from fi'l sulasi, and the fi'l sulasi must be referring to what? To the fi'l sulasi must be an intransitive verb. Fi'lun lazim. Min babi, and this is the third condition. Min babi, from the categories of what? Fa'ila or fa'ula. This is the third condition. Wadalan, and it must be referring to ala dawam. It must be referring to ad-dawam wal istimrar. Can you see that? So that is what I've been explaining. Ad-dawam wal istimrar. Ad-dawam means continuance, continuity, and same as istimrar. They both have the same meaning. Al istimrar means something that is existing, that keep existing, that continues. So ad-dawam wal istimrar. So the sifa mushabbaha must be referring to something that is what? That is permanent, that continues. So in a nutshell, it must be referring to a long term, a long term thing, or it must be something that happens for a long term. It's not something that just happened now and we end very soon. Hmm? If we say sajada now, sajada means to make sujud, right? So if you not say sajid, the person that sujud, he cannot, if you cannot make sujud for 1 hour. You just make the sujud. That one is, it just happened, and it's still going to what? It's still going to, we are going to stop performing the action. It happens for just a short period of time. That one is what? Ismul fa'il. But in the case of sifa mushabbaha, it must be something permanent that will keep happening forever, or something that will happen for a long period of time. Okay. We have Hassan. Hassan means good. Good. Something that is good. So good is what? Good is an adjective. It's an adjective. So, and it's not something that just happen and stop. If you are good, you are good. But it's not like it might be good today and be bad tomorrow. That's proper. But it's not something that just happen now and end in the next 1 hour. If you are good, you are good. So Isifa Mushaba is an adjective that looks like Ismul Fa'il. So we also have Shuja. Shuja means a brave one. A brave one. If you are brave, you are brave. So it's still going to happen for a long time. It might be next year and you might become someone like a coward. I hope you get that. So, but if you are brave now, you are brave. So we have Kosir. Kosir means short. It's also a sifa mushabbaha, short. So Kosir, if you are short, then you are short forever. You are short forever, except you haven't reached the age limit. But if you are short, you are short. So this kind of pattern is what is asifa mushabba, is an adjective. Is not called ismul fa'il directly. It's not what called ismul fa'il. It's called asifa mushabba. Is that taken? So the difference there is that this one is related to a long term, and the ismul fa'il is related to a short term. Okay. إذا كان الفعل لازما على فاعل, don't forget we said asifa mushabbaha must be from one of the two categories, fa'ila or fa'ula. Fa'ila or fa'ula. And we said the fi'l must be lazim. Definitely any fa'ila verb that we see, okay, is كان الفعل لازما, if a verb is lazim ala fa'ila, from the category of fa'ila, kana sifa mushabbaha ala al-awzan al-atiya, the sifa mushabbaha of that verb comes with the following templates. So you have to note this lazim in relation to the what? To the category of fa'ila. The fa'ila must be lazim before you can categorize it as what? As sifa mushabbaha. Okay, let's see the pattern. Okay, that is why I said fa'ila, that is what? That is lazim. Fa'ila that is muta'addi is ismul fa'il, and fa'ila that is lazim is what? Is as sifa al mushabbaha. Try to spot the difference. All right. So fa'ila, we have fariha. Okay, from fa'ila, the template we have for fa'ila, that is lazim, the sifa mushabbaha template we have for fa'ila, they are just what? They are just three. They are just three, and one of it is what? One of it is fa'il. This one is not fa'ila. This one is fa'ilun. Bitenwin. Fa'ilun. Is that taken? So fa'ilun is a sifa mushabbaha template under the what? Under the fa'ila that is lazim. So this is one of the templates. We have fariha. Fariha is from fa'ila, which is also lazim, to be happy. So the sifa mushabbaha for fariha is what? Is farihun. Farihun. We also have wari'a. Wari'a. The sifa mushabbaha for wari'a is also what? Wari'un. How we can spot this thing from fa'ila to fa'ilun That is why we have fariha to farihun, wari'a to wari'un. That is the first template. So the second one we have af'alu. Af'alu. So af'alu is one of the templates of asifa mushabbaha under fa'ila, that is lazim. Are you getting it? So this is the second one. So this af'alu, the mu'annas must be what? Must be fa'ala. The mu'annas of this af'al must be fa'ala. That's one of the things I want you to note there. And this af'alu must take only dhamma, must take dhamma. Eh? It cannot take what? It cannot take tenwin nor kesra. It doesn't take kesra, and it doesn't take what? It doesn't take tenwin like the fa alone. Like this one. You just give it the haraka. If you want to give it if you want to give it dhamma, you give it dhamma, not dhammatan. If you want to give it fatha, you give it fatha, not fathatan. But it depends on their position in the sentence before you can determine the sign to give it. But in the default state, it takes what? It takes dhamma, not dhammatan. You cannot say af'alun. That's a blunder in morphology. So af'alu is af'alu. It's not af'alun. Is that again? And this af'alu, the mu'annas, the feminine, must be fa'ala. Fa'ala, because we have other af'alu. We have some words that are also af'alu, whose mu'annas, whose feminine are not fa'ala. Whose feminine are not what? Are not fa'ala. Like we have akbar. Akbar is like af'al. But the muannas of akbar is kubro. Is what? Is kubro. Is not kubro. The muannas of akbar is kubro, is not kubro. So an akbar is not sifa mushabbaha. That is why you have to differentiate that one from this one. This one must be the af'al we are talking about here. It's the one whose muannas is what? Is fa'ala, not the one whose muannas is funla, kubro, uliya, and so on and so forth. This af'al muannas must be fa'ala. Okay, let's see example. We have hamiro. Hamiro. So the sifa mushabbaha for hamiro is what? Is ahmar. All the colors, they are what? They are under this what? Under this sifa mushabbaha template. Af'al, aswad, abyad, ahmar, azraq, asfar, and so on and so forth. Is that taken? So, and the sifa mushabbaha and the muannas of this ahmar is what? Hamra. Hamra. Is not taking time. Don't forget hamra. So ahmar is the muzakkar, masculine, and hamra is what? Is the feminine. We have arija. So this template, this afal is used for what? Is mostly used for color and defects. And what? And defects. Like whether someone that is not complete. Maybe you have eye defect, you have leg defect, you are a cripple or something like that. So it's used for color and defect. So the first one is for example here is what? Is color. Hamiro, sofiro, khadiro, and so on. Whose sifa mushabbaha are what? Are ahmar, asfar, akhdar, azrak, aswad, abyad, and so on. And this one, before you can determine the sifa mushabbaha, before you can determine that kind of thing, before you can place it under af'al, which is sifa mushabbaha, you must check the muannas. The muannas must be under what? Fa'ala. I mention it again because it's very, very important. So arija, the muannas for arija must also be what? Arja. So the sifa mushabbaha for arja is what? A'raj. A'raj. And the muannas is what? Arja. Arja. A cripple. A cripple. Someone who is a cripple, like a lame. So that is that. So let's look at the last template under the fa'ila, which is lazim. The last sifa mushabbaha template. We've seen fa'ilun, we've seen af'alu. Don't forget, it's not af'alun. Af'alu, and we want to see what? Fa'alanu. Fa'alanu. This one also doesn't take kesra, and it doesn't take tanween like the af'al. Are you getting that? So it's not taking tanween nor kesra. You only give it the normal haraka, either dhamma or fatha, not dhammatan and not fathatan. Fa'alanu. And this fa'alan is the kind of fa'alan whose mu'annas is what? Is fa'ala. Any fa'alan you see whose mu'annas is fa'ala, definitely is under this template, and is what? Is sifa mushabbaha. And any fa'alan you see and the mu'annas is not fa'ala, is not what? Is not under this template, and is not what? As sifa mushabbaha. So the one we are talking about, the mu'annas must be fa'la. Let's see the example. We have atisha. Atisha means to be tasty. To be tasty. So the sifa mushabbaha is what? Atoshan. Atoshan. Someone who is tasty. Someone who is what? Who is tasty. So that is that. And the muannas of atshan is what? Is atsha. Atsha. So let's say another one. We have godiba. Godiba means to be angry, to be annoyed, to be angry. So the sifa mushabbaha is what? Gadban. Ana gadban. You can say that I'm angry. Gadban. Gadban. So the muannas is what? Is what? Gadba. Gadba. So anta gadban wa anti gadba. Anta atshan wa anti atosha. Anta asfar. You are yellow. Wa anti safra. It's not asfar also, because we have the muzakkar, we have the muannas. The muzakkar is asfar and the muannas is what? Safra, under the fa'ala template. So I want you to note these two templates with their muannas. Their muannas is different. The muannas of the af'al is what? Is fa'ala. Fa'ala. And the muannas of the fa'alan is the what? Fa'ala. But it's not the same thing with this one, with this fa'il, which you are just going to add ta to it. Ta to it to become farihatun, which is muannas, and wari'atun to what? To the muannas also of the wari'un. So that is that on the sifa mushabbaha from the template from the category of what? Of fa'ila. So let's move on. وإذا كان الفعل على فعلة كان صفة مشابهة على الأوزان الآتية. So if the fi'l is under the category of fa'ula, كان صفة مشابهة على الأوزان الآتية. The sifa mushabbaha will come with the following template. Don't forget, this one is what? This one is fa'ula, and it's automatically what? Lazim. All verbs are automatically what? They are automatically lazim. And the doer, the doer of this verb, the one who performs this action, the action in this verb, they are all called what? They are all called as sifatu al mushabbaha. And the sifa mushabbaha comes with the following template. So faula la yakunu illa lazima kama araft. As you know before, as you all know that faula la yakunu illa lazima can never be anything except what? Lazim. Can never be anything except an intransitive verb. It cannot be transitive, it cannot be mutaaddi. It can only be what? It can only be lazim. Okay? We have four templates under this formula. Under the formula, we have four sifa mushabbaha templates under formula. The first one is fa'alun. Spot the differences in the what? In these on these patterns template that I'm mentioning. The previous one I mentioned fa'ilun. The ain is taking kesra here, but here is taking fatha. That is the difference. We are still going to look at the one that whose ain is taking sukun. Fa'ilun. So I want you to be spotting the differences. Fa'ilun, af'alu, fa'alan. And now we are doing what? We are doing fa'alun under what? Under the fa'ula verb. Okay? So we also have fu'ulun. Are you seeing it? So fa'alun, fu'ulun, this is the second one. We also have fa'alun, the third one, fa'al, and the last one we have fu'al. It's very simple for you to memorize. If you can memorize it according to how I wrote it like this: fa'alun, fu'ulun, fa'alun, fu'alun, fa'alun, fu'ulun, fa'alun, fu'alun. It's very, very simple. So let's see the examples under each template. So for fa'al we have hasuna, which is from what? Which is from the category of what? Of fa'ula. This category. Hasuna. So the sifa mushabba of hasuna means to be good. To be good. Hasuna means to be good because it's a verb. So the sifa mushabba of that verb is what? Hasan. Something that is good. Good. Is that taken? So we also have batula. Batula. Batula also means to be brave. To be brave or to be a hero. To be a hero. So the sifa mushabba for batula is what? Is battle. Al battle. The hero, someone who is brave. So that is what battle means. So you can see this template, this Samshaba has a lot of problem. You have to notice it has a lot of templates, and once you get it, you've gotten it. You have no problem. Just make sure you memorize and understand and study strictly the templates under each category. I said 3 templates under what? Under fa'ila, and that is fa'ilun, af'alu, and fa'alan. Under the fa'ula, we have 4, which are fa'al, fu'ul, fa'al, fu'al. So just memorize and study all these templates, then you are good to go. So we have fu'ul under fa'ula, also fu'ulun as sifa mushabbaha. So let's see example of that. We have junubun. Yeah, sorry, januba rather. Januba, and sifa mushabbaha for that is what? Is junubun. Now we have jazura, whose sifa mushabbaha is what? Juruzun. It means someone who eats a lot. Juruzun, rajulun juruz, a man who eats a lot. Akal. So that is that. So let's see fa'al also. Fa'al, we have hasuna. You can see it's from fa'ula, and the sifa mushabbaha for it is what? Hason. I want you to make research on these verbs individually. Go and make your research on it So I don't want to go into details on it. So just make your research on it. So hasuna, and we have jabuna, to be coward, to be weak-hearted. So when you're afraid, yeah, that's jabuna. So the syllable shaba for it is what? Jaban, the coward, the coward. So let's see fu'al. Fu'al, we have shaju'a, to be brave. Then the syllable shaba is what? Shuja, a brave. Shuja. So faruta. So that's to be extremely sweet. When something is very very sweet, so that's faruta. So this form shaba for it is what? Is furot. Furot. So that's why we say ma and furota, a very sweet water. So that's that on the fa'ula. Don't forget fa'ila as what? As three, which are fa'ilun, af'alu, and fa'lan. And fa'ula as four, which are fa'alun, fu'lun, fa'alun, fu'alun. So let's see the next one, which is the uh mushtarik. Mushtarik بين ال بين فاعل وفاعل.